49-yard line of the Chargers. Green to throw again. Has time out in the flat. Holmes. 40, 35 to the 32-yard line and a first down. Holmes looking for it. Left side has it and more. Down the sideline. 10, 5, touchdown.
Priest Holmes, not many teams can block. Casey Wigman, number 62. The center gets out in front. Tony Richardson looks like a big pulling guard leading the way for Priest.
On a 2nd and 17. Green with the pitch for Holmes around the right side. Avoids one tackle out over the 10. 2nd and 10 at the San Diego 43. Gonzalez in motion. Quick pitch out here to Holmes. Holmes with blocking. 35, 30 to the 28-yard line in the first down. How many times have we seen Jason Dunn catch a touchdown pass in practice? Outside. Holmes. Touchdown.
There is no weakness on this offense. Look at the speed of number 31. Left a good way to get him involved in the passing game.
Flips outside. A blocker in front of him. 30, 25, and out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
Will Shields is having one of the best first halves an offensive lineman could even dream of having. Again, he's out front. Watch 68. He comes around and blocks the person. It's Ben Lieber who had Priest Holmes in coverage that time. Taking some that's two of them so far this game in the defense.
Green flips it out, far side. Holmes. Running across midfield and in.
2nd down and 6, 32-yard line. With Green giving off to New England State Priest Holmes. Flag is down. Brent Alexander brings down Holmes at about for the Chiefs. Base defense for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10, 47-yard. Priest Holmes explodes on the side, then is brought down. Joining Richardson. Holmes in the backfield. 2nd down goal. Oh, he's airborne and flies in for a touchdown. Priest Holmes.
The Kansas City Chiefs have run 22 plays. 14 have been handled by Priest Holmes. Any questions why?
Didn't go at the 4. Holmes in the backfield of the pitch. Tate and Shields and Richardson blocking. It's a touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run.
Well, you want to talk about some Pro Bowls? There's eight Pro Bowls there, and there's not one in the future, and there's another one right there, Will Shields. Watch those 3 guys. Backside block cut off. Kendrell Bell is slowed down, and Brian Waters puts a nice little musher on him, and Will Shields gets a great block in the end zone.
31-yard line. 3rd down. Holmes has the first. He's in open field. Logan to beat. And he's got his 3rd rushing touchdown today. A 31. 3rd receiver. Dime defense for Houston. And Green, who has tons of time to throw. And then he's hit and whips it downfield. It's caught by a wide-open Priest Holmes. A block by Hall. A tackle made by Stevens. No yellow on the field. 30-yard gain to the Houston 6-yard line.
Well, you know, if you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, Kevin, we talk about all the weapons and everything else. Who's the #1 guy you're not going to lose track of? He just left the backfield right there, Priest Holmes. Keep an eye on everybody, but if 31 is all by himself, you've got a serious mental bust has occurred. And if you're a defense...
1st and goal from the 6. Bo Richter is in as a wide receiver. The sweep with the block from Richardson. Priest Holmes will score his league-leading 6th touchdown of the season.
Well, there's a word that applies to Priest Holmes, and it's because he has such good blocking up front. This is patience in motion. Watch the blocking is wonderful, but watch the patience. Does he sprint right away? No, he waits, he shuffles, he lets Richardson make his block, and he scores easy.
The Chiefs. Dante Hall is the receiver. This is Priest Holmes. On 1st and 10, slithering outside. 3 straight by Houston. 1st and 10 from the 10 for Kansas City. Roaf makes a block. There goes Priest Holmes. Accelerates into the 3 receivers. Holmes back in. Gonzalez back there with him. Second down and 8. Long crack up that way. So Holmes bounces outside a Roaf block, and he's tackled from behind by Eric Brown.
Heck, David Carr.
Good point. 31-yard line. First and 10. Couple play fakes by Green. It's Priest Holmes. A block by Waters. And a tackle from behind by Stevens. Third down and goal at the 5. Bolicker on the move. The two tight ends. It's Holmes. Chased by Stevens. And hopped in for the touchdown, his second today.
Right out. Matt Stevens, 26 there, the free safety coming from the inside. Coleman on the outside. Stevens doesn't have the jets or the finger strength.
Texans, Dante Hall on the move from the 7. Draw play handoff. Holmes chased by Sharper, caught by Sharper. Wide receivers, Kennison back in the game. Bad ankle and all. First and 10. Green with time, dumps it off. Priest Holmes. Coleman grabs him and brings him down. 46, Holmes in the backfield. Base defense for the Ravens. It's Holmes on first and 10. Finds a gap and squeezes through past the 30s on the other side. Morton is at a big day, big first half. One of the receivers. And there goes Priest Holmes. Brought to
Aviation management major in college was ready to fly in on the quarterback. Here's the screen. And it's Priest Holmes in the open, 15, 10, and to the 9-yard line. And not to take a thing away from his season, because it's been an outstanding year, Priest Holmes, but it's the first time we've seen him in person since last year. Not quite 100%. When he says he, even from the press box level, he hasn't got the speed and burst he had last year.
And he said he's close. He said it's just, he really believes it's just a question of muscle.
They try Holmes. And he's able to nose it over the goal line for a touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown of the season.
And dance with who brung you. Third and short, give the ball to Priest Holmes. Gets a good block from Will Shields out in front. And even though that Nick Barnes.
Morton Anderson. 1:47 left. Green to Priest Holmes. 40, stays on his feet. 35. 31-yard line and a first down. Only Holmes in the backfield. Green to Holmes. Plenty of room to run on the sideline. And he finally ducks out at the 13.
Second down and 3 now. The ball up at the 43-yard line. And again, it's Holmes. And this time he probes the left side. And it's a first down. And then Woodson is Brett Favre. Third down and 19. And out of the shotgun, they give it to Holmes, and Priest, needing 19, gets 20.
Run at all, did he?
No way. Now Green throws over the middle. Holmes, Priest with a stiff arm, and picks up a first down and a lot more as he shoved Travy. First down, 39-yard line. Here's Holmes, and Priest, first down to the 25-yard line, and tackled there by. There's one opportunity to air one out. Either complete it, maybe get a defensive foul. Instead, he dumps it underneath, and Holmes looking to get out of bounds, and he does. Third and inches. Holmes. Well, he made, no, he's in. He's in for the touchdown. Got the first down, and the ball broke the plane of the goal line. Touchdown, Priest Holmes. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, we know what Philip Buchanan feels like right now, but Priest Holmes is the guy. We talked about running downhill. We talked about being a workhorse. Watch that guy just work to get that ball across the plane. Again, you can reach out. That's dangerous when you do it, because as you're doing it, someone could knock the ball out of there, but he reaches across, and all you have to.
So what you're getting is you're not getting the contributions from 2 elements, but one is keeping you in the game. And that's the story of the Chiefs' success.
Back to the ground game with Priest Holmes across midfield.
Really.
2 tight ends in the game. Holmes on the run. Cuts back, touchdown.
Priest Holmes follows him in. Watch 62, the center. He comes out. Richardson gets a block. Look at this. He didn't even really have to block anybody until he got to the goal line. Bang! It's all open. That's too easy.
Only been to 8 Pro Bowls.
Holmes, nice little cut. Breaks to the outside. Touchdown!
To play. And watch this. Richardson just buries him right there. Then they all seal everything to the inside. Done as the tight end is number 8.
Well, they need to get some pressure on Trent Green, Susie, or it's not going to happen. Holmes on a screen. Got a couple of nice blocks. Makes a move on his own. Spikes 5 for that Kansas City defense. So opportunistic. Holmes reverses his field. Trent Green to a great block. Touchdown. What a block.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You think Priest Holmes, watch this. You talk about his moving his feet back. Here comes, bang.
Actually, it wasn't on London Fletcher.
Knocked down Nate Clement.
After a bye. And let's see, he's got best line in the business. Running back next to Jamal Lewis is as good as anybody in the game. It's Priest Holmes down to the 9. That's a 17-yard run. Priest Holmes, touchdown. Chiefs lead 7-3. Now 1st and goal from the 9. Priest Holmes, the pitch. He cuts up, 9-yard touchdown.
It's a base defense for the Bengals. It's 2nd down and short, about a yard. Priest Holmes has the 1st down and more, busting his way into the secondary. Case Vaughn brings him down. 29-yard line fumble on the play. 3-yard line right here. It's Gonzalez in motion. Holmes the call, Wegman the block. Also a block from Kennison, and all that opens the door to the Cincinnati punt. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Deep in their own zone, they dump it out to Priest Holmes. Nice run by Holmes, who stays in bounds. And they finally...
on 1st down. Green flips it out here. Priest Holmes, 20. Following his blocking across the 25, across the 30, to about the 30. They walk right into it. 3rd and 5. Green for Holmes. Holmes, 1st down and more. 40, 30, and knocked out of bounds inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line by Anthony Dorsett. 35 yards, 1st down, Kansas City.
Trent Green backs out, looks to his left. You're thinking, okay, 3rd and 5, they're going to throw it to the left, but watch Will Shields, Casey Wigman, the center. They're so athletic as an offensive line. Look at it, they get out. 2 really good blocks. Then you put a talent, and he will run you over. Charlie Garner, situation there, couldn't lay the shoulder in there and pick up the extra couple feet for the 1st down.
Green with the screen to Holmes. Holmes across the 35, across the 40, and close to a 1st down. Been 2 tackles. On 1st down, Green throws it the other way. Holmes, 35, 30, 20, 15, and out of bounds. Chiefs have never failed to come up with points on the board in the red zone this season, trying the near side. Holmes, touchdown.
And waited for it to open up. Look to the front of the runner. Tony Richardson actually gets in the way of 2 Oakland Raiders. Nobody gets up.
Chiefs with the ball in a 14-0 lead. This is Holmes, right side, dodging and dipping his way across the 20, across the 25, to about the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Well, he missed the entire 99 season with St. Louis on 2nd and 5. Holmes, right side, 1st down yardage and more, out to about the 44. Green from the 22. Give it to Holmes. Holmes, 15, 10, breaks it outside and brought down inside the 5. Chris Cooper saved the touchdown.
Good blocking up front by the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. But what's really important is just Priest Holmes' footwork. Able to go into a hole and make cuts right and left and not slow down.
Green gets good protection. Now throws far side of the field, and that's complete. Inside the 35, inside the 30, and still on his feet.
All-pro tight end Gonzalez in motion. And there comes Priest Holmes behind that big line. 20. What a cut inside the 15 and a 1st down.
Very athletic.
2nd and 4. Holmes tries the other side. 5. Out of bounds at the 1, or is it a touchdown? The Chiefs think, yes, it is.
Yes.
And boy, does he know the way. His 16th rushing score of the year.
Here they come again. John Tate, Casey Wigman, and then Tony Richardson. Who would have imagined that? Oh, that's too easy, Dick.
That's just kind of a... That's a dance. Just...
This is...
He was waiting to be hit. Nothing happened.
I don't know what to say other than...
High school quarterback of Warren Moon was his favorite. Here's Holmes, cuts back. Look at the room. He's on his way, one man to beat. And he's tripped up from behind by Terrence Keel. Got a part of a leg and knocked him down at the 35. He was looking for his third touchdown.
Again, it's just magnificent blocking. You don't see a broken tackle. You don't even see anybody from San Diego touch Priest Holmes until he's tackled. Run behind that line.
Makes it all the remarkable that LT has 1,000. Here goes Holmes. Cut down at the 5. Will side to the right. Up the middle. Holmes runs into his own man and dives for the goal line and didn't make it. He's a half-yard short.
He got the ball across the goal line. They ruled that his knee must have touched before he reached out with the ball. Look at this cut. That's Willie Roaf all the way downfield. Holmes runs into him. Nobody ever accused him of being cautious.
Holmes and the Chief try to run out the clock, and he'll get more than that. First down, and now belongs to Tomlinson. Doesn't mean much to him, though. He's on the losing side again. Wide open is Holmes, and he stays in bounds.
Holmes. Touchdown. Zone.
Look what you got, Greg. Brian Waters on the outside, blocks the safety, Nick Ferguson. Priest Holmes, patient. He's so patient. Finally, he's
have been on red zone drives this season. Holmes straight ahead, over the top, touchdown.
Everything. Misdirection, outside. Good throwing by the quarterback, screens and power running
on the ground.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now. Trent Green up to the line on the delay, gives it to Priest Holmes with a hold across midfield, inside the 40 now. Green with Holmes, the lone back behind him. Holmes gets the call, try on the left side, inside the 10, the 5, and the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Big block by number 77, Willie.
These plays, watch number 77 and the center, Casey Wigman. They both pull. These are big offensive linemen. And watch Priest Holmes. They're downfield blocking. Bo Richter, the wide receiver, gets a block downfield. Look at the wide receivers. Bo Richter, Johnny Morton. You got big Willie Roaf out. Catches the bouncing ball anyway.
Johnny Morton in motion. They fake the give to him. Green sends it out to Holmes. Holmes across the 40, out across the 45. First down. Cincinnati. 2nd down and 8 from the 9. Priest Holmes checks back in. Pitch is to Holmes. Left side, picking his way through. Holmes, touchdown!
Once again, this is just their text play. Watch Willie Roaf get out there. Watch Casey Wigman get out there. Roaf kicks out the force, and Tony Richardson takes out Holt, the safety, and
Priest Holmes, the back behind Green. Now he splits out to the right. Green looking for someplace to go, finds Holmes, across the 35, out to the 40, close to a first down.
At the cornerback position, it drops a little too deep.
1st down and 3, Green, Holmes, left side with an opening, met, falls, touchdown Chiefs. 49 yards by Dante Hall. And the Chiefs come away with a touchdown on their first possession of the 2nd half. They lead this one 35-10. Mad at the ball, he was smacking it down.
The ball hit his hand.
Kansas City, 434 total yards. Delay, give, it's Holmes. Holmes now cutting it outside, 20, and taken down at the 14-yard line. Dre Bly riding him for a while there.
football so well.
2nd and 7 from the 44. Holmes, left side, room to run, across midfield, and into minute.
Quarterback who I think, coming into this game, was throwing the football as well as he ever has in his life.
This is Holmes on the receiving end, across midfield, and to the 47-yard line of the Bucks. The pitch for Holmes. That's more like the Kansas City offense we've come to know. To the 25-yard. Green over the middle. That's complete. Inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line is Priest Holmes. It'll be first and goal. Holmes to the end zone, touchdown. Rushing touchdown number 23 on the season for Priest Holmes.
You can almost see it when you watch the Kansas City offensive lineman and offensive team, the frustration, and they finally score this touchdown. Will Shields out in front, good block. Tony Richardson gets the block to the outside, and then tough running by Priest Holmes.
Scoring points. On second and goal, here's Holmes again, and Holmes breaks through for the touchdown. Number 24 on the year for Holmes, and that pulls him even with John Riggins.
And also, when you got a running back who can just make things happen, can break tackles, and somehow find a way to make himself small enough to get through the tiniest of holes, break a tackle, get a touchdown, that makes you good in the red zone too.
Following his blocks, breaking tackles.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Craig. They're going to go for 2. If you go...
Third and goal. Holmes, touchdown. That pulls him into a tie with Emmitt Smith. Most rushing touchdowns in one season all time. Number 25 on the year.
Just amazing. The whole thing's amazing as we watch this football game. The Kansas City Chiefs so dominant, he is not touched going into the end zone.
So Holmes pulls into a tie with Emmitt Smith with the rest of this game and one next week.
He's going to get the ball. Here it is again behind Richardson outside. Puts it in. Touchdown. He walks right in. There's the NFL record for Priest Holmes. Season. But the story is Priest Holmes. When they get near the goal line, he gets the ball. And what he usually does is step into the end zone. First down inside the 1. Look for Priest Holmes here. There he goes. He's outside. Touchdown. NFL record for Priest Holmes. They wanted this badly for him.
There's a misdirection play, and watch him just follow. And he's up and over. Beautiful shot.
Will Shields with the big block up front. Two touchdowns in the game for Priest Holmes. He now has 27 rushing. That's the NFL record. And 27 total. That's an NFL record. And he now...
Dick Rob Morris, the middle linebacker of the Colts, got up and acted like he'd injured an arm or a shoulder after that play.
Draw play to Priest Holmes. Breaking tackles. Look at him fight to the 28.
Tough sell when you watch that, isn't it?
Dick Vermeil says it's the best he's seen him since the injury a year ago. He gets the call again, and another big hole, and rumbles for nearly 10 more to the 18. Team most successful in the red zone in the NFL this year, scoring touchdowns. This is the reason why. Priest Holmes, and he's to the 6-yard line.
Harris's hands.
Dangerous throw by Trent Green. 2nd and 10. Draw play. Holmes. 40. 35. First down.
There, just an unfortunate turnover.
Here comes Holmes. And he breaks through on the draw all the way to the 1. 3rd and goal. Holmes. Touchdown. Green again. Underneath. The middle of the field open. This time Priest Holmes. First down inside the 15. Clock runs. Kick coming.
Well,
it's Holmes.
You got to think about it.
And he has 1 touchdown. He has 2 touchdowns. 27, an all-time mark in the regular season, and 2 here today. So he pulls Kansas City if they make the extra point. Within 7, do you kick it to Indianapolis?
No, I think why not gamble all the way and go for the onside kick? The Kansas City defense has not stopped the Indianapolis Colts yet this game, other than the last possession of the first half when time ran out.